Hey guys, so I've been sitting on this story for a while because, honestly, it still gives me the creeps. But I think it's time to share it. This happened about 2 years ago, and to this day, I can't explain what the hell went down. So buckle up, because this is the story of the night I realized my neighbor wasn't human. Okay, so I live in this pretty quiet neighborhood. You know the type, suburban, tree-lined streets. Everyone keeps to themselves. My next-door neighbor, Mr. Grayson, was this older guy. Late 60s, maybe? He was always polite, but off. Like, he'd smile at you, but it never reached his eyes, and he had this weird habit of standing at his window at night, just staring out into the street. One night, I'm lying in bed trying to fall asleep when I hear this sound. It's coming from outside, like a scratching noise. At first, I think it's just a tree branch against the window, but it's too rhythmic, too deliberate. So I get up, peek through the blinds, and there he is. Mr. Grayson. He's standing in his backyard, but he's not just standing. He's hunched over, digging, like full-on digging a hole in the ground with his bare hands. Now I'm freaked out, but I'm also curious. So I grab my phone, open the camera, and zoom in. And that's when I notice something wrong. His hands, they're too long, like freakishly long. And his fingers, they're thin, almost skeletal, but they're moving so fast, clawing at the dirt, like he's possessed. I'm frozen, just watching this guy tear up his backyard at 2 a.m. when suddenly he stops and he looks up right at me. The next morning, I'm exhausted, but I force myself to go outside and check out the backyard. And sure enough, there's the hole. It's about 3 feet wide and deep, but there's nothing in it. No box, no body, no treasure chest, just dirt. And then I notice something else. Footprints, but they're not human. They're too big, too wide. And the toes, they're clawed, like actual claws. I'm officially freaking out now, so I decide to confront him. I go next door, knock on his door, and nothing. No answer. I wait a few minutes, knock again, and still nothing. So I'm about to leave when I hear this faint sound coming from inside. It's like a low hum, almost a growl. And then, I swear to you, I hear my name, whispered, from inside the house. No. I bolt back to my place, lock the door, and call my friend Jess. She's the only person I know who won't think I'm crazy. She comes over, and I tell her everything. And being the absolute legend she is, she's like, "We're figuring this out." And then, we hear it. The humming. It's coming from the house. We look up, and there he is. Mr. Grayson. He's standing in the window, just like always. But this time, he's not smiling. His face is twisted, his eyes are glowing this faint yellow, and his mouth, it's too wide. Like, impossibly wide. And then he starts laughing. This low, guttural laugh that doesn't sound human. The next day, I call the cops. I tell them everything. Well, almost everything. I leave out the glowing eyes and the claws. They go over to his house, but he's gone. No sign of him. And the hole in the backyard, it's filled in, like it was never there. Even now, I still hear it. My name, whispered between 2 and 3 in the morning. Every night, without fail. I'll look around, but no one's there. I've tried everything. Sleeping with headphones, white noise, you name it. But nothing helps. If anything, it's gotten worse. Because now, my friend Jess, the one who came over to help me that night, she hears it too. She wakes up at the same time, hearing my voice calling her name in a faint, eerie whisper. And here's the thing. Jess lives 4 miles away, across town. We don't talk about it much, but when we do, it's the only thing that makes us feel a little less alone in this. Whatever this is. Thanks for joining me on this creepy journey tonight. If you enjoyed this story, Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel Deafening Silence for more bone-chilling tales from the darkest corners of doom. And hey, if you've got a story of your own that keeps you up at night, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Please don't stay silently scared.